What is success? Is it money? Is it fame? Or is it something much harder, like ownership, patience, and a promise? We think of Ermias Asghedom, the man the world knew as Nipsey Hussle, as a finished product, a legend. But the foundation of that legend was laid, brick by brick, on one specific corner in South Central Los Angeles. To understand the marathon, you have to understand the soil it grew from. Nipsey was a first-generation American, the son of an Eritrean immigrant, Asghedom. That heritage gave him a crucial perspective: hard work, family, and the necessity of building something that lasts. It's a culture defined by persistence and structure. In the ancient Aksumite tradition, rulers were protected by Medr, the god of war and discipline. Nipsey applied that same iron code to his immediate, most dangerous classroom, the street, a place where loyalty and territory were the only curriculum that mattered. He wasn't looking at chaos, he was looking at politics, a structure that he would eventually master and replace. That heritage gave him a crucial perspective: hard work, family, and the necessity of building something that lasts. But his immediate, most dangerous classroom was the street, a place where loyalty and territory were the only curriculum that mattered.
Yeah, KCTV, what's up? Chilling with your boy, neighborhood Nip Hussle.
My nephew and my homie, Nip Hussle in the motherfucker.
Yeah. What up?
Standing right here is a guy who looks like Snoop Dogg.
Damn.
But he ain't Snoop Dogg. Well, you do look.
I get that all the time.
What's your name, man? You new and upcoming, but you're at this summit. What's your name? Where you from?
My name Nipsey Hussle. I'm from LA, Slauson and Crenshaw area. You know.
My real name, it means God will rise. It's Ermias, though. That's how you say it.
Oh, that's how you say it?
Ermias, yeah.
Ermias.
Yeah.
How do you say your last name?
Asghedom.
Aren't you African?
Yeah, my dad from Africa, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he from East Africa, a country called Eritrean.
Africa was full of natural resources, but they do. All the diamonds, they came and got it. All the gold, they came and got it. All the niggas, they came and got us. You know what I mean? It's the continent is raped of all its resources. So, you know what I mean? I guess the word they call it is colonialism when they come and colonize your land.
Me, none of my family members was from rolling 60s. My dad came from Africa.
Yeah, actually, I did. You did your research, homie. Clearly.
That heritage gave him a crucial perspective: hard work, family, and the necessity of building something that lasts. But his immediate, most dangerous classroom was the street, a place where loyalty and territory were the only curriculum that mattered.
What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Nipsey Hussle. We right here live and direct on Slauson with the Slauson boy, fucking with the hood news. How this shit on the streets. I educated myself. At one point I was ignorant and lost, but like you gotta know yourself before you do anything. My gold glisten due to the zones I sold in the district. I got bitches that got niggas that got digits. When she hit the mall, it's his cash she shopping with. She know my size is 36 and 10 and kick, so she spin it. They hit the women shit and shoplift. It's crazy how many ladies call me baby.
Nip Hussle, a.k.a. Go Get It, at the speed of a marathon, taking his time, going down the line to find peace of mind. Yeah. Can you understand that? At all times.
The streets teach discipline, but discipline without a clear direction is just survival. For Nipsey, the clear direction was music, but he saw it differently. He didn't want the quick 50-yard dash to fame that defined the industry. He wanted the long game, the grind. He named his brand after that principle. That purpose was clear: ownership. And in 2013, he put that philosophy to the ultimate test with the $100 mixtape that changed the blueprint forever.
I salute Nipsey, but if all you other artists try to do that, I'm not paying that much money.
A lot of people
We
would
didn't even
say
pay that for Nipsey.
No,
That's my dude.
This my guy.
Man, it's all good.
But I support him, but I'm too cheap to pay
other
that
artists
much.
were like, man, I wish I'd have thought of that first. I heard people say that.
Yeah, me too.
In 2013, the music industry model was officially broken. To ask fans to pay for anything was a risk, but to ask them to pay $100 for a mixtape was revolutionary.
If there's a complete change, everything has got to be turned around, and that's a revolution, a complete change.
The project was called Crenshaw, and the goal was simple: prove that a select group of superfans, his truest supporters, valued his art as not just a commodity, but as an investment. This wasn't about mass appeal. It was about identification. He was activating the proud to pay model.
Everybody is talking about and stuff. You put copies for sale for $100 for a mixtape that people can get for free, that you're also giving away for free.
Yeah, absolutely. Always by choice, never by force. It come with a concert experience that nobody else can get. So if you wanted to buy tickets to the concert outside of the project, you can't do that. They get the music on a hard copy disc, and they also get, you know, the experience of coming to this private concert that we're putting together. If you're proud to pay for it, that's the price of it.
The media laughed at him. The blogs thought he was crazy, but none of that lasted long. The ultimate stamp of approval came from the only person who seemed to matter in this conversation at the time about music and ownership, Sean Jay-Z Carter.
Jay-Z will tell you that he purchased 100 of Nipsey CDs for $10,000 total.
Yeah, she's getting hot.
What they say when they get hot?
Yeah, Nipsey, yo, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, she taking her shit off right now. Little white lace. Yeah, I see it.
Your man is like, hey.
Oh, wait. Everything's coming off now.
Oh, God.
Don't be shy.
Wow.
Jay-Z bought it. Yeah, most definitely. Did he just go and just order 100 copies, or did he hit you up or something like that? Like,
Oh, he sent word via his team, the Rock Nation team.
He didn't want 1 million streams on Spotify where he made pennies. He wanted the emails, the direct contacts. He wanted commitment from his core. That was the real power.
You know, so I just looked at it as just a sincere move. Him being a dude that started out the trunk himself, I think he kind of like resonated with the story of us taking shit into our own hands and just doing it our way.
Jay-Z is a super fan of Sade, and you have a Sade sample on there.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Whole kid getting distracted right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a show
Can you
going
zip
on.
me up?
You know,
what you doing? Taking this off?
No.
Oh, you zipping it back up? Oh,
Yeah,
I can't help you with that. Nah, I can't help you with that.
Come
I ain't with zipping shit up. That ain't my
I
style.
love this joke. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. 1,000 copies at $100 each.
okay, that's 1,000 and 100. That's 100,000.
Absolutely.
$100,000.
Yeah.
That single transaction was worth $10,000, but its real value was in the validation of his philosophy. At this point, Nipsey wasn't selling music. He was selling access and equity. He explained the math to anyone who would listen.
A pack of swishers rolled in the box, I ain't even open yet. Trying to live my life so when it's over, I got no regret.
Yeah. I mind if I ask you a couple questions too?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Check. Cross the Atlantic Ocean with a pack of swishers rolled in the box, I ain't even open yet. I'm trying to live my life so when it's over, I got keys to success. Got to roll the dice, but the first time that you can go legit, seize the opportunity, believe and take control of it. Then get on your marathon and run it till it's over with. Napa Valley Dolce, my cup runneth over with.
The $100 mixtape was a successful proof of concept, but Nipsey's mind was already 3 steps ahead. The logical next move was to scale the vision. The follow-up, Mailbox Money, was priced at $1,000. Again, the price was a headline, but the real story was the direct transaction. A relationship bypasses all gatekeepers. He didn't just sell music. He created a closed economic loop. Money made from the street, invested back into his brand, which gave him the capital for the ultimate goal, owning the block.
Fellow Nipsey Hussle, check me out. You in trouble, check me out.
Well, isn't this a nice surprise?
Doing shows, stop bleeding the block, sit down and really focus on delivering a classic project.
In 2017, the philosophy moved from the digital assets to tangible bricks and mortar. He opened the Marathon clothing store at the legendary intersection of Crenshaw and Slauson. This wasn't just a business, it was an anchor. It was a commitment to the community, ownership, and infrastructure in a place where most black celebrities simply left and never looked back. He didn't just want to create jobs. He wanted to control the commerce. He wanted to show the community that you could take ownership of your own block, your own culture, and your own future.
What up, it's neighborhood Nipsey Hussle. I just found out what my name means. It means God will rise. My real name is Ermias.
Okay.
It's from East Africa, it's from Eritrea.
The foundation was set. The rules of the marathon were written, but this physical store was only the beginning of his blueprint. In Act 2, we'll discuss the complete vision, the establishment of Vector 90, and the ultimate business model that proves Nipsey Hussle wasn't just a rapper, he was an architect. The Marathon clothing store was the physical anchor, but the ultimate vision extended far beyond retail. Nipsey's next move was not an album, but a co-working space, an incubator for ambition. It was named Vector 90. Vector, a path of travel. 90, the distance between South Central and Silicon Valley.
Recently opened up an inner city co-work space. We work for local entrepreneurs. We also have a science, technology, engineering, and math center on the second level for young kids to be able to get trained in the skill set that it takes to get into Silicon Valley. So me and my homeboy pulled up to his office, and he had the blueprint for what became Vector 90 and Too Big to Fail, which is what I just described to y'all. His name Dave Gross.
He was closing the gap between the street hustle and the tech economy. Vector 90 wasn't just a building, it was a mentorship vehicle. Nip wasn't about to be the only success story. He wanted to breed a generation of owners, engineers, and coders right there on his block.
Number one, that was an idea that somebody brought to me, and when I started playing, I automatically agreed with it and believed in it and wanted to be part of it. I believe that I was a young person that I thought I was going to be crisscross. I wanted to rap when I was 8. You know what I'm saying? I was frustrated when I turned 12 and wasn't a rapper. I'm like, this shit's too long. You know, so I'm like, them type of things where you can catch young kids early that's passionate, that have charisma or have confidence enough to try things. You want to meet them halfway so that they don't say, man, what's the point? You know, I'm trying, but what's the point? Nobody ain't rewarding me or meeting me halfway. So I was one of them kids. I got into the streets out of frustration. I did not see no outlets, you know what I mean? And I would have probably saved a lot of time had there been somebody or some things that could meet me halfway.
After a decade of independent work, the industry could no longer ignore the success. In 2018, Nipsey signed his debut album, Victory Lap, with Atlantic Records, but this was no ordinary deal. Nip didn't sign to Atlantic, he signed a strategic partnership with Atlantic. He kept his masters, his publishing, and retained full control of all money in.
Well, I signed my deal with Epic like at the top of this year, January 08.
Okay.
And like right after I signed, as soon as I went to LA, I had got locked up and I went to jail.
It's all good. You got the right job for that.
The Dr. Sebi doc.
Yeah.
I keep hearing people like so afraid for you, and it makes me afraid. Yeah, it makes me, and it's almost become like a funny like meme type thing to say. But diving into it, I got diagnosed with something called Hashimoto's disease. It's an autoimmune disease, and Jorge was like, okay, Dr. Sebi, we need to go. And he's not alive anymore. He passed away.
Right.
But he has like a store out here.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they've provided has helped a lot.
Right.
What got you interested in Dr. Sebi?
When my girl put me on Sebi. And, you know, me, I'm like, all right, let me see what it's about. And I wasn't eager to believe it, you know. I just started listening to him talk. You feel me? I'm a word person. You know what I mean? I write. I'm a performer. I'm a talker. So I felt a certain frequency from what he was saying, and it was making too much sense. And then I tried it, and I felt the impact. I didn't have no disease I was trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
I just was tired from touring and from being on the road all the time and smoking weed and not eating right. And I'm like, I need to figure out a way to keep my energy balanced. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? And so I started really reading up on dude, watching his interviews and everything, and I just found myself telling people about it. I ain't even wanted to, like spread the word, campaign, be an evangelist. I just started talking to people about it. Anybody that say something, oh, you should try this, bro, or says you should try this. And I found out about that trial, and I'm like, damn, that story. Forget about the health benefits of it and all that. Just from a story point of view, somebody went to trial and proved in court that they cured HIV. That's a great story. But, you know what I mean? From that point of view, that story should be told, you know. So that's why I've been trying to collect info and put together the documentary about it. Not on some like convert the world to tech sevies. Nah,
Yeah.
just I think that story is interesting.
It should be told.
Yeah.
He achieved the ultimate victory, working with the system without being consumed by it. This strategic mastery was rooted in more than just business. It was alignment. The term the marathon held a specific numerical significance, a spiritual frequency he was operating on. Whether by intent or intuition, this was Gematria in action. Every name he chose, from the label All Money In to the album title, was a conscious manifestation. Nipsey Hussle was not just a name, it was a formula to become an American god. The entire journey, the patience, the self-funding, the real estate, was the ultimate expression of his Leo sun sign. The king must rule his domain. He was the fierce and independent, creative leader who would never surrender his sovereignty. The major label deal proved his power, but the blueprint had a higher calling: equity over income. His philosophy was ancient, echoing the Eritrean culture and the idea to own the land and control its resources. The final stage was the purchase of the entire plaza, transforming the Marathon store from a tenant into the landlord. He did this with business partner David Gross, securing a long-term investment that provides stability for the community. This movement fulfilled the spiritual law of Medr, the ancient Aksumite deity of the earth and fertility. To ensure his community growth, he had to secure the soil. This wasn't a profit margin, it was a generational inheritance. The entire blueprint was now complete. The music was the fuel, the businesses were the structure, and the real estate was the foundation. Nip was 10 toes down on this marathon, and the finish line was ownership. But as we all know, family, with more money comes more problems. The powerful structures Nipsey built cast an equally powerful shadow. In Act 3, we are forced to confront the impossible end, the day the marathon was violently cut short. The success during the victory lap era created a false sense of security, but in the scandalous Los Angeles, the streets run by their own rules. Nip's marathon was cut short by a member of his own gang right there in front of his own store. On March 31st, 2019, Ermias Asghedom was tragically shot multiple times outside his own store. This wasn't just random gang violence. This was a death that shocked the world. This was a death of a vision. This tragedy, in the language of the cosmos, was a moment of karmic reckoning. The ambition of the Leo sun was met with the harsh, defining reality of the current planetary transit. The spiritual conflict inherent in the life of an architect. The suspect was quickly named to be Shitty Cuz, aka Eric Ronald Holder Jr. The motive was not a grand conspiracy, but a petty personal dispute. Although some are still out there pointing fingers towards Big U, Lil Shitty was also put onto the 60s by another Shitty that you might know, aka Brick Baby. And yes, Lil Shitty, Shitty, Big Shitty, those actually are their hood names.
I gave Nipsey a lot of game that I gave the whole really All Money In squad a whole lot of game that they didn't have from the beginning. Like, I ventured onto the streets and was really selling dope and hustling at 17 out of state. I remember one time, I ain't never told this story, but I don't know what the fuck Nip needed $20,000 for something about New York. And he like, bring that shit out. Like, I got 10, bring me 10, I need a dub. I got the news, right? I'm in tears, in shambles. I didn't know who did it at first, though. So when I call in, well, who shot him? Like, who the fuck got that close to Nipsey to shoot him? They like, damn, it's crazy. Call back so I can figure out a way to tell you. I called back in like 30 minutes, and they told me who it was. In so many words, all the tears stopped. Like, emotion, like, crossing, like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? I know, with his name being the same as mine around the area, like, I immediately get into, fuck. Now they gonna say I had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Or now they gonna hate me because of the actions that, I'm saying, like, it was just like a buzzkill period. Like, even being in jail, like, me banging on somebody, like, hey, where you from? I'm Lil Shitty from 6-0. Yeah, me like, Shitty. Yeah, nigga, I'm Lil Shitty from 6-0. Nigga, what's up? Oh, you know the other man? Stop talking to me about cuz. You get what I'm saying? Like, it really, like, affected a whole lot right there. Like, oh yeah, we ain't fucking with that Shitty. Like, so what did you say? Like, I really had to be on defense mode because it's like, all right, every time they ask me about him, I'm aggressive. Like, I'm on So it also added more pressure inside the jail system on me. Not to say that it was some pressure I couldn't handle, but shit, it definitely was like a whole different turn for shit.
The courtroom became the final stage for this marathon story. The prosecutors argued Holder's action was premeditated, using the simple fact that he left the scene then deliberately returned minutes later. Eric Holder Jr. was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to 60 years, I guess, to go with that 60s neighborhood. The loss of Nipsey Hussle wasn't just felt in South Central, but around the world. His funeral service was actually held at the Staples Center, an unprecedented stage for a true neighborhood legend. And you know how we do. The service was a celebration of life, a convergence of high-level politics and deep African spirituality. His mother, Angelique Smith, honored him by pouring libations to the ancestors, connecting his Eritrean roots to his Crenshaw legacy, topped off by a profound testament which came from Lauren London, who embodied grace under her impossible pain.
And he would wake up in the morning and play music for the kids and light a sage and burn it around the house and just make sure that our energy going outside would be uplifted and that we could handle the day. You know, my pain is for my 2-year-old that probably won't remember how much his dad loved him. I don't really understand, but I know that Ermias always used to say that you can't possess people, that you experience them. And I'm so honored and blessed that I got to experience such a man. I'd like to say something to my city, Los Angeles. Y'all from LA, stand up. Because this pain is really ours. You know, we know what it meant to us. We lost an incredible soul. We lost someone very rare to us, and we lost a real one. And we won't ever be the same.
Her public vow to stand strong for their children and to carry his teachings echoed the profound commitment they shared. Following the service, the final lap took place, a 25-mile procession through the heart of South Los Angeles, the marathon's ultimate victory lap. They pulled up to the marathon store and gave him his final symbolic return home. This was the moment the phrase transformed from a brand name into a global commitment. It became a mandate for his entire community. His vision couldn't be killed because it lived not in his breath, but in the people he inspired. The legacy of neighborhood Nip Hussle is not a memory of a man, but an unbreakable blueprint, a blueprint for the community. So it didn't end there. The Marathon clothing store remains open. Vector 90 continues to mentor. His life was a course in strategy, validated not only by his success, but by a profound commitment to structure. From the ancient discipline of Medr to the numerological foundation of the marathon, his power was found in conscious creation. The ultimate lesson is simple, yet revolutionary. Own the narrative, own the outcome, own the land, own the masters, own the relationships with your people. This is group economics. Nip's death was a violent punctuation mark on a life dedicated to upliftment. But this tragedy only affirmed the blueprint's power. It didn't end the movement. It delivered the final assignment to the generation he inspired. The baton has been passed. The marathon continues. Now the only question is, what will you build? Let me know what you would like to see next. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tap in, share with a friend. Until next time, family. Stay vigilant, stay fresh, and stay blessed. Peace out.
Let me send a quick shout out to Allie. Appreciate you being here. My Black is Golden. Appreciate you being here. Lady L in the building. Appreciate you being here. Indigo Kepra. Appreciate you being here. Watch the Rise, family. We're going to keep it, actually, that's it. That's it for tonight, family. A real American God. Facts. My Black is Golden. Appreciate y'all, family. It's a short one tonight. It took a lot of work to put that on. Man, worked on that for like 2 days. I ain't gonna lie. But I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Until next time, family. Stay fresh. Stay blessed. Peace out. Lady L. Shout out to Lady L. My bad. I thought I dropped the thing trailer. I ain't even drop it. Have a blessed night, family. Yes, y'all too. Y'all have a great one. Let me do the thing right this time. We out, family.
Denied.
I hear you in there mocking me. I can't even find the outro now. Peace out, family. Y'all have a good night.
We'll be fine. Our kids will not be.
It ain't your money.
We'll be fine. Our kids will not be.
It ain't your money.